the other day I went to Aldi with my Arsenal jacket on, and this oldish man stopped me in the aisles and he was like, "We did it." And it took me by surprise because I still have that London mentality where I'm like, "Who are
Who's
you and why are
we?
you talking to me?"
So we've had a absolutely crazily intense and busy week this week. And it feels like things should be slowing down because the sun's out. And for me, I kind of equate sunny days to like island time, taking it slow, taking it easy, long park days, doing nothing, long walks with nowhere specific to go, just meandering. Whereas it's not really giving that. I've got a weekend ahead, which is going to be moving in to my new flat, which is going to be obviously moving is really, really busy and takes a long ass time. I've got all of my things arriving. Thank God I've missed it. I've missed all my stuff so much, but they're all arriving next weekend. I can't wait. Then I have to unpack it, find where to put things. I don't even have a bed. So yeah, that's all to come. But then the past week that we've had as well has just been work. I don't really know. I can't actually remember what I've been up to. I just know that every hour it feels like has been accounted for. So it's just not what I wanted for the heat wave period.
Literally same. I feel like I've been leaning heavily this week, no, last week, on Red Bulls, which I'm now trying for this week to cut out because I'm just so exhausted and exactly the same. Like every minute is accounted for. There's so much to do. It's errands upon errands. Also fun stuff as well.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It's like, oh my
Loads of
God, we
fun
have to
stuff.
rush to Sainsbury's to buy all the stuff for the barbecue that we're hosting at my mum's house on Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah.
So actually, the busyness is the fun stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited for this barbecue.
Me too.
Like, I know that I've asked you this and you're like, this, it's none of your concern, but it's going to be 32 degrees on
Mhm.
Monday, 33 on Tuesday. So it just keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Who is standing by that barbecue pit and flipping those burgers and making sure our sausages are grilled and our corn is charred?
Yeah, we have about 10 people that are going to be at this barbecue. Half of them are men, adult men. So I personally don't think that that's something for us to be worrying about who's going to man the barbecue. That's for the men to decide who's going to stand there and grill the meats.
Mm.
One of them will do it. Let the men do it. For me,
The
I'm going to be sitting in the sun or in the shade sipping a cocktail. We've done our bit. We've done the shopping. We've run around.
You're right. And the clues in the question, who's gonna
Right.
man the
Yeah,
barbecue?
exactly.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. They can take it in turns.
Yeah, exactly. What is your favorite thing to eat at a barbecue? What
I,
would you be offended if it's not, if you get invited to a barbecue, you get your plate ready and it's not there?
to be honest, the things that are my favorite things at a barbecue aren't things that I expect to see at a barbecue. And so if they
Oh.
weren't there, I wouldn't be offended. I'd just be like, it's more if it was there, I'd be like, oh my God, this is an amazing barbecue. So
Ah, so you'd be impressed the
yeah.
other way.
Hmm.
Okay, go on.
Because I'm not really a burgers and hot dogs guy at a barbecue. Kind of feels like, okay, fine, you can have that anytime. It's obviously better when you grill it on a barbecue than when you cook it in the air fryer. But
Mm.
for me, I really love a skewer. I love a beef skewer, like really nice marinated cubes of beef with peppers and red onion. I love that. And then also, I like chicken on the barbie if it's done well. But I also really love the grilled veg. Like I really love like the sweet corn, peppers. If there's aubergine, there's halloumi. If there's a
Mm.
really nice fresh salad as well with good dressing to go with everything, and then you have all the meats on your plate, the salads, the grilled veg, a really nice like flatbread. That's it for me.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
don't
the
tip.
sides make it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't typically have so much interest in the burger or the hot dog, but it is kind of like the staple, the base that you need to get that in you, get drinking. That will line the stomach and soak up the alcohol, and then you can pick out all the other stuff. Pick at the chicken skewers, pick at the meat skewers, pick at the salads and the sides. So yeah, that's me.
Mm.
What's your favorites?
I love a really good hot dog. I really love having a hot dog, little bit of mustard, little bit of ketchup. If there's onions on there as well, like
Mm,
caramelized would be great, but you don't typically get that at a barbecue. or grilled onions.
Hmm.
Yeah, so pretty simple, but I do love the sides. I think the sides make it. I love a good coleslaw, like a really, really good Taste the Difference or M&S or Tesco's Finest. Like I want the
Hmm.
top end coleslaw and a good potato salad.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice like to have that cooling, creamy salad thing, like salad accompaniment.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody had the exact same idea. Obviously, like the sun's out. We know we've got a heat wave that's lasting about over a week, maybe like 10 days
Hmm.
now. And when we went to Sainsbury's to buy all of our barbecue bits, it was ransacked. We still don't have our burger buns. Hot dog buns are nowhere to be seen. Coleslaw is, you're lucky if you see it. It was, yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, everyone had the same idea. And obviously, we literally get like 30 days total of sun in this country in 1 year. So as soon as it does, we should have anticipated it. But to be honest, I don't really know when else we would have had the chance to do that shop.
Exactly.
And supermarkets need to start stocking better for things like this. Work with us, plan in advance. But yeah, really looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to having a cold drink in my hand, sitting in the sun in the garden and just chatting shit. That is what I'm looking forward to. And seeing everyone.
Yeah. We need to make sure our speakers are charged up. That's another thing. Someone needs to put on the speaker a good speaker, like a big speaker that fills up a garden. Because we've got the little anchor ones and they're good, but you want like a big bassy one that's going to fill up an outdoor space.
Yeah, one that we can put in the conservatory and we can still hear it outside. Because we're
Yeah.
also wanting to last year, was it? No, it wasn't last year. 2 years
Yes.
ago?
Yeah.
Was it 2 years ago or like three? We had a really good but like birthday party for my mum at her
Yeah.
house. Like a summer, obviously her birthday's in Feb, but we did it in June because we're like, we need it to be a summer bonanza. So we invited all her friends and we proper like put a lot into it. Like we put the budget to it, got the decorated the garden. We actually did up the whole garden specifically for this event. Like we went to B&Q, bought rolls of grass, spent weeks actually just weeding the garden, leveling the soil, and getting it into a place where we can lay new grass, and then painting the fence, putting up lights, all of this stuff that we did in preparation. And it was such a fun time. All of her friends were there, our friends were there. We were all just drinking from morning till night, basically. And the night ended with us all in the conservatory, as in us and our friends in the conservatory doing karaoke, just screaming at the top of our lungs while our uncle kept coming in with like bottles of Prosecco to top us up. And it was just such a great day. So many good memories from that. So we're looking for it to become an annual thing. I really want us to start hosting like an annual summer party at my mum's house because it's so much fun. The only thing is that the sound wasn't as strong as it needed to be because my mum is a dancer. She loves to dance. She loves music. That is what she goes to a party for. And her friends as well were really like, DJ, like play the song, play the music, turn it up. We can't hear shit. It was doing all right, but it just wasn't penetrating as much as it should have. So
No.
yeah, so going forward, if we're going to replicate that, we need to do better with the speaker. So definitely echoing Chid's request for someone to put that on speaker and recommend to us a good speaker so we can enjoy ourselves.
I feel like we were thinking about getting a DJ for that, but by the time we were putting the catering cost, the decoration cost, food, alcohol, it was like, okay, I don't know if we can get a DJ and a DJ deck in this garden.
Exactly. And the playlist was good. It's literally just that the sound wasn't.
There was an auntie that just had to hold the speaker
Yeah.
at a point. They were just holding it in the middle of the garden and just going for it. Oh no, that was fun. We need to do it.
Hmm.
We need to make it an annual thing.
And it wasn't the anchor speaker we were using for her party. It was like a actual one that my brother has or someone brought it.
Yeah. And it was big. It just wasn't, it didn't, it was missing the base.
But Monday's barbecue should be kind of like a little taster of the fun that we had. Another huge thing that happened over this week is that Arsenal won the Premier League.
Whoop whoop.
Woo, finally, after 22 years. And it's so crazy because we actually have a picture of us holding the cup from the last time they won it. Or like Chibi's literally not even 1 year old. And we're all
He's
standing there in primary school because we went to school. Our primary school was when the Arsenal Stadium was in Highbury, our school was like right, basically really close to it. So we used to often do school trips there. Gunnosaurus used to come to our summer fates. Like we were very much embedded, like Arsenal was very much embedded in our school, in our childhood, and in our lives in that way. So when they won the cup last time, they brought it to our summer fete, and everyone would like queue up, got the chance to queue up and take a picture. Just looking at that picture and thinking about 22 years makes it so monumentous. Like that is full life for someone. If he wasn't even there, people weren't even
Yeah.
born.
Chibi was smaller than the trophy. If you look at that, and also the fact that the picture is a little Polaroid
Hmm.
that's just been printed out is so of the time. Chibi is like standing on the table next to the trophy, and he is smaller than it. He's so freaking cute. Us with our little twists in our
Hmm.
hair. I look at that picture and I can remember those summer fates. They used to be so fun.
They were amazing. They were actually amazing. You'd have like £10 that mum gave us to go around to each stall and get like sweets and ice lollies and play games to
Face
win
paint.
prizes. Yeah, face paint.
The fact that that £10 would stretch and you could do everything. You could buy a book, you could do games, like you said. Oh my
I swear
God.
one year we even had enough at the end to get chicken and chips. And Eck was like, let's get chicken and chips after. And I remember it being like, I'm pretty sure Eck was in year six at this point. And I remember thinking, oh my God, we're going to go and buy chicken and chips. It felt so grown up. It felt like, should we not, let's not tell mom. Like, I felt like we were doing something bad.
Yeah, I know what you I don't specifically remember that memory, but I do remember feeling that same thing around chicken and chips. But I think it's because we so
The school kids that would
we
be in there, the
yeah, you'd
secondary school
associate it
kids.
with secondary school kids
Hmm.
and they'd be eating. And also another reason why you probably didn't want mum to know is because she hated and still to this day has a real strong aversion to people eating, walking around outside.
Yeah.
And then specifically the example of chicken and chips, seeing kids in their school uniform with their box of chicken and chips walking and eating.
I
It
think
just,
it's not even just the walking around, it's also the fact that you're on your way home from school and you've taken a detour. Even when they're in the chicken and chip shop and they're pack up there in their school uniforms, it's like, go home. Go home and change out of your uniform, sit down and do your homework and have your dinner. Why have you guys made us stop at the chicken and chip shop? And then you'll go home and you'll eat food as well because your parents don't know that you did that. She did not like it. But then, yeah, there's also the thing of eating whilst walking on the street. She doesn't like that either. And it doesn't
so
even come into my mind to do that
no.
because of, yeah, probably because of how she talks about it. She's like, how can you be walking on the street eating a sandwich?
Yeah, every time I do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a deviant I am.
But
But
yeah,
no,
those
this
summer fates, yeah.
there was always a bouncy castle.
Hmm.
Sometimes you had the what was that game where you throw like a ball and it plunges someone into the water? Did we ever have that?
Oh, yeah, we did.
And there was another one where you had like a teacher would put their hands into like a guillotine. Is that what that's called?
Hmm.
Where
Hmm.
your head and your hands are like in that little hole
Yeah,
and you're hanging through, and you could get sponges filled with water and throw it
yeah,
at them.
yeah. And they'd be like bric-a-brac, whatever that
Oh.
means.
Wait, do people still do summer fates? Is that still a thing?
Surely they do. Surely we haven't come that far away from our humanities as a society. Surely we still connect over the summer fete.
I hope so, but because I'm just thinking, what was the cost of that whole production of
We'd pay like £2
everything?
each to get in or something like that.
So yeah, the entry the entry was £2. Games were like, yeah, a couple quid.
I think the
Face
Parents
paint.
Association would be very involved as well with setting things up and putting the budget together. No, I hope they'd still do summer fates because I'm hoping to go to our old primary school and hold that cup again just to close the cycle.
Yeah, we need to recreate that picture.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that the Arsenal team or Gunnosaurus or whoever's going to bring that cup again and
Sorry,
I can hold it and
the
take a
image of
picture.
Gunnosaurus carrying the cup into the primary school. Yeah, no, we need to. It just feels very 2000s, and I don't know. Obviously, we don't have any siblings or people that we know of that age that go to primary school. So maybe, yeah, they probably do still do it. but it just feels very of the time.
It does. The filter in my mind of those memories is obviously so sunny and so bright and very 90s, 2000s. I really hope that the Arsenal parade next weekend feels like that kind of filter of an amazing sunny day, good vibes, everyone in it together, that feeling of community, fun, like you're not here to do anything else but enjoy yourself. That's what I'm expecting from
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, I don't think we've never been to a
I
parade,
haven't.
have we?
No, no.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm really, really excited. But I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot on social media of like other football fans saying, "Oh yeah, I'm coming, I'm coming." I'm like, whatever. I think it's weird that you're going, but fine. But don't start any trouble and start making it this like hooligan type vibe. I'm
Right.
liking it being community and everyone feeling really excited and happy and in celebration together. That's the vibe that it needs to be.
Right,
I don't
come with good
know.
vibes. We've got literally people of all generations, all races, all people are coming from far and wide, Arsenal supporters to celebrate this win. And we are saying how it's been 22 years, like, and there are young fans and like our brother who have no memory of this ever happening. But then there are the older fans as well who have actually waited 22 years for this moment. It needs
Yeah.
to just be that celebration. It needs to be great vibes. And I think it will be. The people that are coming that are non-Arsenal supporters or like rival fans, like that's do what you want. But like you said, don't come on anything. And it doesn't seem like they're coming on anything. It seems like people are coming to meet girls.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. People just want to be involved. They know it's going to be fun. They know it's going to go off because Arsenal supporters are the hottest.
What's that
I
about?
don't know, but it's going
They're
to be a good
sexy, cool,
time.
and fly.
Yeah, there's just something about it. And the team as well. I love those boys.
I know.
I feel such a connection to them, like they're my brothers.
Same. I'm so excited for them.
Yeah, they deserve it so much. They really, really did so well this season. And the thing is, it's so funny because I'm not even invested in football like that. I've always been an Arsenal fan. Like I said, we grew up with it, we were born into it. But my investment this year has just been from the work they've put in, watching the victories, watching the success, watching how they work together as a team. Obviously, since being with Alex, he's an avid football fan, an avid, well, football fan in general, but Arsenal fan, more specifically. So even more invested in that sense, following it along with him and hearing him giving me more of the history and giving me more of an understanding of why this matters, each game, seeing what it means to him. It has obviously made me like, okay, each time I'm like, okay, what was the score? Who scored? And actually caring about it. And it's not easy. It's really not easy to stay on top of that board. And they stayed. No, I'm proud. I'm
I'm
proud and
so proud.
excited.
I'm
Although I have to say, next weekend for me, or this weekend when the episode comes out, 30th and the 31st, I'm moving in on the 29th, the Friday before the Champions League final and the Arsenal parade. Like nothing's getting done that
No.
whole weekend. I'm probably not seeing Alex on the Saturday. I'm pretty sure he's going to be out somewhere with his friends watching the Champions League final. I want to watch it as well, but I think in my head, I just want to get everything unpacked and get my place settled. It's been such a long time of not being settled and things
Yeah.
being everywhere that I want to utilize that weekend to sort things out. But I might have to just accept that it's not going to happen. And life, you have to move with the moment.
What time are you moving in on the 29th? I feel like you can do it. I don't mind helping as well. Like we can get all the stuff, like the essentials in all the different rooms, like the key essentials in the kitchen, the key things that you're going to need in the bathroom, the bedroom, unpacked as well as we can, and then have the boxes, like the remaining ones that are like finishes or like extra things that you might not miss as much, just stacked onto the side.
Mhm.
So it still feels like but
Yeah, as long as
not
things are,
chaotic.
yeah, yeah, exactly. The main thing is that things are where they should be, like the cutlery's in the cutlery drawer.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
know where your sponges and your
yeah,
face creams and all of that sort of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the bedding's in this cupboard. Like that's as far as I want to go with it. Hanging up things on the walls, like obviously that's not priority. Getting a bed would be nice. I'd love to get one. I'd love to get one before moving in, but I don't think it's looking likely with the lead times for these deliveries.
Don't
Um,
understand what you're doing with my bed for four
they're
weeks.
they're building it splinter by splinter. It's crazy what's happening in these warehouses. I don't know what's going on either. Give me my
You're
bed.
you should be so grateful you've got a sofa because that 6 to 8 weeks or 14-week lead time, yeah, I don't know what they're doing there.
Yeah, I think maybe a bit more preparation on my part would have been beneficial, but it is what it is, man. I kind of wanted to see the space and know what kind of bed I want. What do I want? Like a wooden frame, most likely, but what do I want it to look like? It's fine. I'll be all right. Like you said, I've got the sofa. Just need to get a nice sofa cover for it. And we also have a mattress, your mattress. So one of your old mattresses. So that will do us whilst we figure things out and wait for our thing to be delivered.
Yeah, you're actually doing me a favor with that mattress because it's just become part of the wall at this point. It
I
feels like
know.
it's
I know it's worked out well, man. I also was thinking about the fact that just going back to the football, the unpacking is going to have to be so quick and so efficient because, like I said, Alex has full intentions to be back in London the day after to watch the Champions League final. Actually, I don't know where he plans to watch it. I have heard rumors that he's offered up our place to watch it, so I don't know where he'll end up, but he's going to be around people watching the football. And the main thing is we need to be unpacked. And it's just
yeah. So if you're hosting, you need to have your
100%, we're not in a position to host.
that's so
The TV
funny.
has to be mounted. Like, we don't even have a TV console. We've got the brackets and everything. It just needs to be mounted. I reckon the motivation of getting everything done by the next day actually might mean that we'd get everything done. Like, I can see Alex mounting the TV, getting everything unpacked, sorting things out within 5 hours if it means that the rest of the weekend can just be devoted to Arsenal. And it's just honestly seeing how much that this means to everyone. I remember the first time I understood football, sport in general, I guess, but football specifically in this country, how much it means to people. Obviously, the World Cup and Euros and stuff, but I was at uni in my first year, and I think it was the Euros that was happening at this time, 2013. I can't remember what it was, if it was the Euros or if it was the World Cup or if it was the Premier League or whatever it was. But I just remember we all like were just making a day of watching the match because England was playing and it was sunny. So the uni put on a screening on the piazza and there was a huge screen. So everyone came with like drinks. And for me, it was just like, oh, this is a nice thing to do. Like we're all just hanging out, watching football. The football's on, and we're just gonna like, cheer in the spirit, cheer England on. But we lost. And the atmosphere in that space, the way that everyone was so upset, I was like, I mean, we knew that was going to be, there's a possibility of losing, but we're still having fun, no? But people really weren't. People were really upset. People like left the space and went to their rooms for the rest of the night. I was shocked. I remember looking around like, these are my friends that I've broken bread with for how many months? I've never seen you like this before. I didn't know that this thing could bring out this emotion in you.
It's funny that you have a core memory of realizing how
That football
much
matters to people.
anytime I'm on the way back home or I'm on public transport and I manage to like or happen to be on the same train as football fans that are just coming back from a match where they've won, the vibes are absolutely sensational. I
Mm.
don't know who they support, what match it was that they had just come back from. I don't know any of it. I don't know the context. I can just feel the vibe. Everyone's in such a good mood and chatting to each other and open and happy and friendly. And then when it's the other way, it's just horrible.
It's so sad. That's true as well. Like when I'd be getting the overground from Highbury and Islington home to Hoxton and Arsenal had played, and it'd be like all the Arsenal fans, you could tell by how people were relating to each other whether we'd won or lost because there would literally be like commiserating glances across the carriages to other fans when we lost, and then when we won people would be talking to strangers, like patting each other on the back. It was togetherness like you've never seen it.
Honestly, like even the other day, I went to Aldi with my Arsenal jacket on, and this oldish man stopped me in the aisles and he was like, we did it. And it took me by surprise because I still have that London mentality where I'm like, who are
Who's
you and why are
we?
you talking to me?
Who's
Yeah,
we? There's you and I. There's
exactly.
you and there's
Are
me.
you speaking French? And yeah, so he was, and then he showed me his. So I looked up a bit like confused, and then he showed me his Arsenal shorts that he had on, and I was just like, we just got to talking. He was telling me about how he's got this Arsenal flag and he can't wait to put it up, and he has these friends that go to matches all the time, and how he's going to celebrate with them too as well. It was just like we were talking about living in the town that I live in. We were just it was just a nice conversation that probably wouldn't have happened if, I hadn't signaled that I'm an Arsenal fan as well with my clothes. But then the rest of the shop, I was weaving around Aldi trying to avoid him because I just didn't want to talk again.
Honestly, whenever I wear Alex's Arsenal jersey, like he gave me one, well, it's mine now, but I just really like it as a top and I'd throw it
Mm.
on to like just walk around or do errands. And when someone stops me to talk about Arsenal or even just walks past being like, come on, you Gooners, or whatever they'd say, it fills me with such like panic because I don't know what to say. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, yay. Like, yeah, Arsenal. Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
I'm usually
sorry.
just like, yeah.
Yay!
I'm usually just like, oh, thank you. I don't know. I know there's an appropriate response because I've been with Alex before where he's wearing an Arsenal jersey and he has these interactions with people and it's very much very genuine and very wholesome and they're both on the same wavelength. Whereas for me, I feel like in that moment I remember that I'm wearing an Arsenal jersey and I'm like, this old thing. But yeah, it's really nice to see at the moment. Currently the sea of red tops everywhere you go. It's like, wow, we've got a
And
family in all places.
yeah, and really nice tops are coming out of the woodworks.
Hmm.
There's like really nice vintage ones that I've never seen before. There's a really nice pinstripe one that I am so tempted to buy. I'm really tempted to buy it.
What's holding you back? Is it pricey?
It's pricey. A lot of them are anyway, but it's double the price of the one that I said that I might buy from you. So I'm just like double the price plus a fiver.
Hmm.
So it's significant.
Yeah, I'm still also trying to finalize what I'm going to wear to the parade.
Mm.
This is a moment in history. I hope we're not going to wait another 22 years for the next one, but
Oh my God, can you imagine?
nah, they can't do that. Not after all this fanfare. And
Speaking of
Arsenal
that,
fans have been speaking the most. Sorry, we've
no,
been talking up the things we really need. You cannot
they are
bring
killing me.
the
The
uncle that's
the
been doing his school runs in an Arsenal outbatter. His school runs, he's been doing it for weeks. Full Arsenal printed over his traditional wear. And it's
so
so
good.
cute. The I saw a video that someone had taken of him walking with his daughter. He picked her up from school. And she's like in primary school and she's beaming from ear to ear whilst people are like beeping at him, being like in support. And she's
Oh,
obviously not embarrassed yet. She's not at that age yet where she's embarrassed of her parents.
that's so good. No, I love that. All of the tweets and the videos and the TikToks and what's that guy on TikTok?
Joseph, wait, you talking about
Oh,
the comedian?
yes, Jay
Yes,
Chan.
he's fucking hilarious.
He's not going to
He
stop.
hasn't stopped one every hour. And then also when I looked at his profile, I was like, how much has he actually posted since this win was announced? So many videos, but more than that. This whole year, I swear all his videos are wearing an Arsenal top, one or the other. He's
Yeah.
wearing some sort of Arsenal merch in every single video this year.
Oh my God, he kills me.
He's so funny. He's actually hilarious,
But I'm like, yeah, come on, guys, revel in it.
honestly.
Why not?
But then on the other side of that, is there a point where it means too much to you and you need to reevaluate where this sits in your life? Because I'm
Mm.
seeing things about people playing the Arsenal game at their wedding or people missing out on key family events because of football.
I have seen that. I have seen that. Or being at weddings or events or birthday dinners or like key ev things with their phone watching a game. And it's like, really?
Yeah, like I don't really know how I feel about that. And actually, I saw an I'm at the arsehole that I wanted to share with you. I know that you've got one as well, but this one's along those veins.
Oh yeah. Let me hear it. Let me get my judge wig and my hammer. What do they call it? You know the
Yeah, you slam the gavel, bang the gavel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This Am I the Arsehole is called Am I the Arsehole for choosing a football game over a wedding? Very much
Hmm.
on the nose to what I just said. So my wife's friend has a wedding coming up this Sunday that's a few hours away from where we live. The bride is a close friend of my wife's from college, but I've only met her a handful of times. And to be honest, she kind of sucks. When we RSVP'd a year ago, I wasn't exactly thrilled to be traveling 3 hours and spending hundreds of dollars for someone I don't even really like. The other thing is that when I RSVP'd a year ago, the NFL schedule schedule wasn't out. I know that sounds silly, but for anyone who follows football, this is special. It's a special week in sports history because Tom Brady is returning to play the New England Patriots. So yeah, just to say, this is clearly American, American football. And then he's put in brackets for the Brits slash non-sports people. Tom Brady was the quarterback for the New England Patriots for 20 seasons and won 6 championships with them. He won a championship last year in the first season with Tampa Bay and has yet to return to New England until this Sunday. I won't get further into the drama, but suffice to say, this game is monumental and is going to quite literally be historical, a once in a lifetime game for any football fan, and especially for a diehard Patriots fan like myself. I can't miss it. To be honest, I totally forgot about the wedding day until a few weeks ago, and when I realised the day, I was devastated, but I didn't know how to approach the wife. I knew it would look bad, so last week I reached out to her gay best friend Tito and asked if he had any plans for this Sunday. He didn't, and was actually thrilled at the idea of accompanying my wife as a +1 because he loves dancing. So I floated this to her, and she flipped her shit. She told me it was rude and disrespectful and also downplayed the importance of the game, just like I knew she would. I told her Tito was happy to attend, but she just gawked at me, and then she started crying. I know I look like the asshole here, but am I? I'm not friends with the bride. My wife is. And watching Brady growing up has affected my life more than the bride ever has or ever will. I also get that bailing on a wedding costs the bride and groom money. So to prevent that, I went out of my way to find a replacement. I told my wife she could tell the bride I was sick and nobody's going to question that these days, but she's still livid. So am I the asshole? Or am I falling victim to a belief system that simply views football as a stupid game and nothing more? Like I said, the game is literally once in a lifetime and something I'd tell my kids about. And then they've put here an edit for a bit more context. I'm not going to the game, I'm watching on TV. And for those suggesting I tape it, I could, but that's not practical in the social media age. And obviously I care about my wife, just not the bride.
Okay, listen, OP was annoying me how much he was over explaining and really, really, really doing up sales tactics to make us be on his side. It's like, and this, and by the way, this, and actually this means a lot to me. So actually this.
The
I
line about
think,
like the belief system that
yeah.
says that football isn't important.
Yeah, he just needs to chill a little bit. I think that the reaction from your wife, where she's in utter disbelief and actually in tears, shows how much it meant to her that you came and accompanied her. And yeah, it's not, I think it's less about the bride and whose wedding you're going to, and more about your partner and, making sure that she's happy. Sorry,
Hmm.
that's important. And that she's it's a hard one because if I was the wife, yeah, I'd be disappointed, but I'd also kind of get it in a way. But then when he said that he's actually watching it on TV, that kind of took it away from me.
100%.
Like, you're not going to the actual match. You're not going to be in the atmosphere, do it like that. Then I'd be like, okay, fine. You got tickets to the place, go, whatever. It's annoying, but go. You're going to watch it on TV.
And like, what are the plans really? Is it that you're watching it at home by yourself? Is it that you're meeting up with your friends and you're all doing a thing? Is there an event attached to it? Because I don't understand why he can't just watch it on his phone at the
And
wedding.
how long are these games? A wedding's going to be hours.
Yeah,
The game is going to be one of those hours, or maybe, okay, let's say 2. Take yourself out for a bit, watch it in the car or something, and then get back to the wedding if it's like an evening thing.
exactly.
I don't know. I feel like there's a compromise where it doesn't mean that Tito has to go. The fact that he went
Exactly.
round before talking to his wife, went round to Tito.
And now he's going to have to disappoint poor Tito, who's looking forward
Yeah.
to the wedding. Because the thing is, if he doesn't go to this wedding with his wife, like, it's clearly going to hurt her. I don't know how much it's going to hurt her and how much it's going to dent her view of him, like, in terms of like long term or even in the medium term. What impact is it going to have? If you weigh it up, what's worse? Missing the opportunity to watch the game live in your living room, or putting on a suit, getting it loaded up and making sure your signal's looking good. And I'm sure that there are going to be other guests doing the exact same thing. I've been at weddings before where there are big games happening and there's a group of men just like checking the scores, someone's streaming it on their phone, and they're all huddled around in like key moments to catch the replay of the point that was scored, the ball that was scored. I don't know, the goal. So
Touchdown.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, I agree with you. There should be some compromise there. Is he an asshole?
I don't think he's an asshole. I feel a little bit irritated by the way that he I don't know why. I don't know
Mhm.
why the way that he kept on being like, and also, listen, I don't even like the bride, and I don't even, and she doesn't understand the signet. Chill for a
Yeah.
second and think about from her side, why is it so important? Why does she get so upset? Why is it so important
Hmm.
that you come? Why was she
Hmm.
so like, she was so taken aback by your reaction because from your you disappointed her and she seemed extremely surprised and taken aback by that and upset by
Yeah.
that. So why don't
Yeah.
you interrogate that instead of just thinking so much about
How it
you and
looks.
your things and how it looks
And
exactly?
how to justify it to people on Reddit when actually I have to say I think it is an asshole move. You
Mm.
made that commitment, you find a way to make it work. You find a way to pretend because you made that promise that you're gonna go all that time ago. Whether you like the bride or not is completely immaterial in my view.
Agree.
Yeah, it's her friend. That's not fair because I'm sure she goes to your family events where it can be cousins or people that you don't, that she doesn't necessarily get along with or she doesn't have any particular connection to outside of you. And at the end of the day, like, why do you have to say that you watched it live as well? Like, what does that mean to the whole historical event of it all? Like, when people are talking about it and being like, oh, yeah, and I was there when that happened, that the crazy thing happened, you can just tune out your social media and watch it on the drive home. Or there's something that you can do that doesn't mean completely letting down your wife and making her go to a wedding with Tito.
Exactly. I completely agree. You're not the fact that he said that the edit was that he's watching it in his living room
Made it worse.
made it so much worse.
If it was that he randomly got last minute Freak of Nature tickets, as in like out of the blue, randomly tickets where some guy was like stopped him on the street and said, I can't make it to the game. Take these tickets, you go and watch the this once in a lifetime match, then that's a different conversation. If he's going to be like courtside or what's it in the box, how do you sit in these football games? I don't know. It's like you're going to be on the field, you get a chance to sub in.
Literally.
That's a different conversation.
You
But
get
just
to
being
give
like,
a spank, a butt spank to Tom Brady himself as he gets onto the
exactly.
pitch.
But actually, I think he's just looking forward to being in his like bummy clothes, getting pizza in and getting like all the snacks that he wants, getting drunk on beer with no one else in the house, just his wife's at a wedding and he has full reign to watch this historical game and yeah, watch his team lose. Because that's the other
Like,
thing. It's like, I mean, and then they lose and you've disappointed me for what?
and now you've got weeks of your wife being pissed off at you and
Hmm.
disappointed in you. You're also in a mood because you're like angry at her for her not getting it. And now you're also pissed off with the bride because you never liked her anyway. And it's just this whole thing when now Tito's unhappy or happy to be shaking a leg at the wedding instead of you. Like,
Hmm.
it's all too much when you could just excuse yourself for 2 hours or just go through the whole wedding, keep off of your phone, make sure you don't get any spoilers, and then watch it when you get home.
Exactly. But also, I wish he expanded on what football does mean to him then. Like when he's like, oh, I don't want to, am I a victim? Am I the victim of this belief system that says that football doesn't matter? Why does it matter? Apart from the historical that this never happened before and hasn't happened for a long time, I want to know more about what it does mean to him, like emotionally and psychologically, that it's like, you just don't get it. I want to
Yeah.
get it. Like I want to understand why we're having this conversation. Would it be the same conversation it was if it was accompanying her to a funeral? Like how deep does this thing go?
Mm.
He's ranked it above her best friend's wedding. Fine. How many events would it trump?
Such a good point. And also, I hope that when he's discussing it with his wife, he's actually going that deep and explaining that
Mm-hmm.
and giving her the space to go deep as to why it means a lot for him to accompany her to the wedding so that you both can discuss and make a compromise or, yeah,
Yeah, at least come to an understanding. I mean, he has to go to
exactly.
that wedding. As far as I'm concerned, he has to go to that wedding. Not that she won't have a great time with Tito. It sounds like he's really looking forward to shaking a leg. But it's just like, okay, but that wasn't the plan. And now
Exactly.
my best friend and all my other friends around are going to be like asking me where you are, and you want me to lie and say that you've got
Oh, I feel
COVID.
sick. But do you know how annoying that is? Don't make me lie. And if I,
Hmm.
and also,
I'm pissed at you as
not
well.
lying is embarrassing.
Yeah,
Being like, oh, he's watching the game.
in his
I'd be
boxes at
like,
home.
yeah. I'd be like, okay, that's a bit weird because we're all here at this wedding.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's the asshole. Okay,
Yeah.
let's hear yours. I know that you've got one as well.
Yeah. Mine is a little bit different to that one. This one is at the game. So this person's wife has let them go. Okay. Am I the asshole? This is the title. Am I the asshole for enjoying myself at a pro football game by standing up and cheering during plays? This past weekend, my husband and I bought tickets to a pro football game. We paid over $200 per seat. When I go to the game, I like to drink, and admittedly, I was a bit drunk. I like to get excited and stand and watch the plays unfold on the field and cheer the team on. I really don't notice if anyone around me is standing or not. I'm just into my experience. I paid good money for this ticket and I'm going to have a good time. Sometime around the third quarter, this woman behind me asked me to sit down during the game, unless everyone else is standing. Seems I'm blocking her view. She proceeds to tell me that the people to her left and the clearly handicapped people behind her can't see because of me. I told her it's a football game, everyone stands. So then her husband talks at the back of my head and says something like, have an awareness of people around you. I may be the asshole because I was standing up and down a lot when everyone else was sitting, but that's just what I do. I get excited. You're in a football stadium and that's what people do. Am I the asshole?
Oh, okay. This one's a tricky one for me because I don't actually know what football etiquette is. That sounds pretty much in line with what I expected at a football game, that everyone would be involved and standing up and, cheering on and being in the spirit of things. I'd liken it to like a concert when other people might be seated, but you're just enjoying it a lot more, your heart's in it more, a lot more. This is how you express your enjoyment, is part of it is getting, physically involved as well. I hate it when you're in these kind of contexts and settings where it's all about being in the vibe and the atmosphere is buzzing and the energy is so high and you just want to get up and get involved and dance and sing and scream along with it. And then people around you are looking at you like you're crazy when it's like, wait, but are we not at a concert? But I don't know why that, I might be missing something about why that might be bad conduct. Is it that he was super drunk?
Yeah, it sounds like because the drunkenness, and then also he mentions about the handicapped people behind him. So if they can't stand that and he's actively
Okay.
blocking their way, that's not good.
Yeah,
But I
maybe
agree
he,
with you. If
yeah.
it wasn't for the people, I'm guessing in wheelchairs that physically or are unable to stand, then I would be like, it's a football game. I am
Yeah.
allowed to be drunk. I'm allowed to be
Mm-hmm.
standing and clapping and getting excited every time they do the
Score.
thing, yeah, do the thing that makes everyone happy. So, yeah, I don't, what I love about these sorts of events and also Arsenal, what we were just saying about like being part of this community of fans that are all, happy about this one goal. It's the community aspect of it. We're all in it together. We're all excited together. It's like, it's really fun having that communal vibe. So why aren't you on that vibe?
Yeah, I think that, sorry, yeah, the handicap thing, I missed that part. I think I would even say that he's not the asshole for that reason either. Yes, be aware of the people around you and their needs and adapt as needed. But I would question the layout of this kind of stadium. Like, why is it a thing where the handicapped people are at the back and there's a risk of their view being blocked by people inevitably standing because that's what people do at stadiums or in these kind of spaces and events? That's not really fair to. Maybe if he was less drunk, he would have been more aware. It's one of those things where probably they told him once and he was like, oh, okay, and then sat back down, and then you just lose your mind and forget about it. And you keep having to be, and then you get more, other person gets more and more pissed off each time they have to keep reminding you. And now you just look like a fucking dick because you're willingly not being considerate to people who physically can't even stand up if they needed to get a view of this game because you're blocking it with your big head. But yeah, I think that there's a few people to blame for this. I think that yeah, he probably is a bit of an asshole, but not fully, because actually when you're booking the seats, maybe there should also be some thinking around the section you're choosing.
Well, it sounds like he says he paid $200 for a ticket. Now, to me, that's very expensive. I don't know
Mm.
if that's like good seats or bad seats because I don't know what's typical for a game. But first of all, that was an asshole-ish thing to say because if you're in that sort of section, everyone else also paid a lot of money for those seats. So everyone should be enjoying their experience and you should be considerate of that as
That's
well.
very true.
But I agree. Like that section, where is the planning?
Hmm.
When I go to stadiums, or if you go to, as you said, concerts or games, there's normally that rail where the people in a wheelchair or their carers or people that are
Have like specific access needs.
exactly, they have like that first front section that's also structured in a way where if people below them stand up, they're not even going to
It
be
won't
impacted at
impact.
all.
Yeah.
And they're right at the front, and it's just such a better layout. So there are a few assholes here, and it starts at the top.
Hmm. But it does end up trickling down to him because I actually, yeah, having discussed it more, I have to say it was actually assholish. It was.
Mm,
It was. Enjoy yourself, have a good time. But yeah, now that you know the situation you're in, it shouldn't all just be about your enjoyment, the other people around you.
exactly.
And also,
And
we're only hearing it from him. So he's probably downplaying how rowdy he was being and just how offensive his behavior was.
yeah, he's admittedly, I was a bit drunk.
Hmm.
Yeah, come on, mate. But him and also saying you're in a football stadium, that's what people do, is also like, don't love that. You don't seem to have learned your lesson. No edits on this one, but it seems like I'll bang the gavel.
Hmm.
Both were assholes. Ding ding.
Oh, okay. Yes. Cool. So the theme of this week has been football, and that has obviously been the theme of the past couple of weeks. Also
Okay.
going to see Nigeria play, which is crazy.
That's gonna be so good.
So good. Looking forward to the parade. Hope to see you guys there. That'd be fun. And also, if you are a football lover and if you disagree with any of our takes on the Am I the Asshole and we're just missing something about what this really means to people, please do leave a comment, let us know, correct us, inform us, teach us. We want to know, we want to learn. Let us know what it means to you. If you're an Arsenal fan, let us know where you'll be watching the Champions League final and give us a follow on our social media platforms on TikTok and Insta. Stay on the line, sis, on both. And then our emails for any inquiries or any longer messages you want to share with us is stayonthelinesis@gmail.com. No speaker this
Lovely.
week. Got nothing to share, to be honest. Our speaker was at the top requesting your recommendations for a nice speaker with a good bass. So yeah, we'll sign out for this week and catch you next week. Same date, same time.
Lovely. Talk later.
Talk later.
Bye.
Bye.